So the sixth unit we are discussing complex variables, the representation of complex numbers, modulus of complex number, argument of complex number, and the lastly function of complex variable. Any doubt, any question with these terminologies? Hello.
No, sir.
So the next point is complex differentiation. That is very important point. Complex differentiation. It is just like differentiation. It is just like the vector differentiation, right? We have defined vector differentiation derivative of r bar as a dr bar by dt. So in similar manner, we can, and that is because of the fundamental definition of derivative, right? So here, if we have a function w equal to f of z, which is of the form u plus iv, where u and v are the functions of x and y only. That is, suppose if I have w is equal to function of z, and that is of the form u of xy plus I times v of xy. That means u is a function of xy and v is a function of xy. Then, being functions of real variable x and y, u and v, concepts of limit continuity and differentiability of differential calculus of real variable can be applied to the differential calculus of complex variable. For example, for the function real function y is equal to f of x, we define its derivative dy by dx. That is equals to what? That is using the definition of derivative. It is f dash of x, and that is limit as h tends to 0. Yes, f of x plus h minus f of x upon h, isn't it? So in similar manner, we can define a complex differentiation. Suppose w is equal to function of z, then the complex differentiation of w with respect to z is defined as dw by dz, right? That is f dash of z, and that is equals to limit as h tends to 0 f of z plus h minus f of z upon h. Clear to everyone? Where z is nothing but what? Where z is x plus iy, and this h is also a complex number of the form h1 plus iy, h2, h1 plus I h2. ठीक है. So we can apply this definition to the several functions, like for example derivative of sine z. So it is just like a real differentiation. Sine का derivative क्या होता है? Cos z, right? Derivative of cos z with respect to z will be minus sine z, etc. Derivative of exponential function is e to the power z. Derivative of log z is 1 by z, and so on. So all the rules of real differentiation are applicable to the complex differentiation. Now the next very important terminology associated with this complex differentiation, and that is actually the analytic function. I already have discussed this terminology while discussing the Z transforms. Function analytic means what? Right? So we will now investigate the conditions. Sorry, a function fz is said to be analytic at a point z naught if it is defined and has derivative at every point in the neighborhood of z naught. अगर कोई फंक्शन है मेरे पास w is equal to f of z, and if I want to check whether it is analytic at every point of the given domain or not, तो डोमेन में से किसी एक पॉइंट को मुझे लेना पड़ेगा, सेलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा, and I'll check whether this function is analytic at this point. Suppose that point is z naught, then I'll have to check this function is analytic at this point or not. तो कैसे चेक करूंगा मैं? whether the function is analytic at this point. तो पहली first condition है the function must exist. F must exist at z naught. ठीक है, अगर फंक्शन एग्जिस्ट है तभी आप सेकंड कंडीशन चेक करना कि दैट सेकंड कंडीशन इज it must be differentiable at z naught also. F must be differentiable at every point in neighborhood of z naught, है ना? तो if these two conditions get satisfied then we say the function is analytic. तो अभी पहले देखो फंक्शन मस्ट एग्जिस्ट का मीनिंग क्या है. सपोज इफ आई हैव द फंक्शन लाइक दिस एफ जेड इज इक्वल टू से जेड स्क्वायर. ठीक है, तो बताओ इज द जेड स्क्वायर इज अ पॉलिनोमियल फंक्शन एंड इज इट डिफाइंड एवरीवेयर इन द होल कॉम्प्लेक्स प्लेन. Is there any point at which this function goes to infinity? Except infinity, is there any point at which this function goes to infinity? Hello? For every complex number, it will gives a specific value, right? This function gives the specific value, this specific number. So this function is defined, or this function f exists at every पॉइंट. एक्चुअली आप कौन सा भी डोमेन ले लो, कोई भी डोमेन ले लो, उसमें ये फंक्शन एग्जिस्ट है एंड इवन इट इज डिफरेंशिएबल आल्सो. सो एफ डैश ऑफ जेड क्या होगा, 2z, एंड दैट इज आल्सो एग्जिस्ट एवरीवेयर इन द डोमेन, क्योंकि वो भी पॉलिनोमियल फंक्शन है. सो देयरफॉर दिस फंक्शन इज कॉल्ड एंटायर फंक्शन. अगर कोई फंक्शन ऐसा है जो हर एक डोमेन के हर एक पॉइंट पे डिफरेंशिएबल है, देन दैट फंक्शन इज कॉल्ड एंटायर फंक्शन. क्लियर? डोमेन के हर एक पॉइंट पे अगर कोई फंक्शन एग्जिस्ट है तो उसको बोलते हैं एंटायर फंक्शन. सो व्हाट आर द एंटायर फंक्शंस देन? कैन यू टेल मी द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ एंटायर फंक्शन? पॉलिनोमियल फंक्शन, राइट? एनी पॉलिनोमियल फंक्शन like z square z cube 1 plus z square 1 plus z plus 3z cube, like this, है ना? So polynomial functions are entire functions. Then e to the power z is also an entire function, remember. ठीक है? Constant functions are also entire function, etc. So remember, entire function means what? At every point in the domain, function must be analytic. तभी analytic की definition देख रहे हैं हम. Analytic means f must exist at that point and its derivative also exist in the neighborhood of that point. तो अभी मैं एक एग्जांपल लिख रहा हूँ बोर्ड पे, देखो. If I select fz to be simple function 1 upon z minus 1, tell me, is this function differentiable at every point? So first of all, is this function analytic at every point? Is this function exist at every point in the domain? fz equal to z minus 1. Is this function exist at every point in the domain? डोमेन मतलब मैं डोमेन यहाँ कॉम्प्लेक्स प्लेन ले रहा हूँ. पूरे कॉम्प्लेक्स में से हर एक पॉइंट पे ये फंक्शन एग्जिस्ट है. हेलो, कोई है? कल्याणी यादव, जस्ट अनम्यूट योर माइक. कल्याणी, कल्याणी, नो. सो जय, just unmute your mic.
Yes, sir.
So what is the point at which or is this function
So z equals to 1 to 1 dependent, not dependent.
so that is what I'm asking, na? You must have to
Yes,
reply
sir.
then, Jay. Huh?
So sorry, I am here nearby with the nest mess. So here is all going on crowd. So I thought you will get disturbed.
Okay, okay, fine. So this function has a problem at point z equal to 1. If I substitute z equal to 1 there into this function, at z equal to 1, 1 upon 1 minus 1 will be 1 upon 0. And that is going to infinity. That means that function does not exist at z equal to 1. Okay. So if the function is not exist at a point, then we say the function is not analytic at that point. So this function is not analytic at z equal to 1. Point clear है सबको? This function is not analytic at z equal to 1. Even if you differentiate this function, the derivative is also does not exist at z equal to 1 and even in the neighborhood of z equal to 1 also. Okay, so this function is not analytic at z equal to 1. So in similar manner, we can define a function rational functions where the denominator is going to 0 and hence the function is not analytic. तो ये जो पॉइंट है ना जिस पे फंक्शन एनालिटिक नहीं है, इसको बोलते हैं सिंगुलर पॉइंट. याद है सबको? सिंगुलर पॉइंट वी हैव डिस्कस्ड इन z ट्रांसफॉर्म. सिंगुलर पॉइंट इज द पॉइंट at which the function is not analytic. ठीक है? तो आगे जाके सिंगुलर पॉइंट का सिग्निफिकेंस बहुत है इन कॉम्प्लेक्स इंटीग्रेशन, रिमेंबर, एंड इवन द एनालिटिक फंक्शन आल्सो. सो how do we check whether the function is analytic or not? Is it possible all the time that we check the function nature at every point in the domain? It is not possible manually, right? And even it is not possible to differentiate also the function every time and to check in the domain. So instead of that, if we have any condition which gives the analyticity of function, then we can easily check whether the function is analytic or not. ठीक है? So we have here the condition that is necessary and sufficient condition for the function to be analytic. Necessary and sufficient condition. तो क्या है necessary and sufficient condition means what? That condition must be necessary, and if we check that condition, then that will be sufficient to say the function is analytic. ठीक है? That is why it is called necessary and sufficient condition. So the conditions are called the Cauchy-Riemann equations. Necessary conditions are the Cauchy-Riemann conditions, equations. है ना? So if any function w is equal to f of z satisfy these Cauchy-Riemann conditions, then we say the function may analytic. May. But if any function does not satisfy this condition, then we definitely say the function is not analytic. Okay, so it is sufficient to check these conditions. So the Cauchy-Riemann equations or the Cauchy-Riemann conditions are, there are two forms of Cauchy-Riemann equations. One is Cartesian form, that means xy form, and the second is polar form. Okay, so let us discuss about the Cartesian form. तो मेरे पास फंक्शन है w इज इक्वल टू f ऑफ z and that is of the form u plus iv, right? Where u and v are the functions of what? X and y. So u is a function of xy plus I times v is a function of xy. ऐसा मेरे पास function है, तो I'm going to check it whether it is analytic or not. How do I check? So the Cartesian form of Cauchy-Riemann equations, इनको shortly CR equations भी बोलते हैं, CR equations, Cauchy-Riemann equations. So it says the partial derivative of u with respect to x must be equal to partial derivative of v with respect to y. This is the first Cartesian form, and the second Cartesian form is partial derivative of u with respect to y must be is equal to minus times partial derivative of v with respect to x. Clear है सबको? So in short, I can write this as a u suffix x is equal to v suffix y and u suffix y equal to minus v suffix x. Cauchy-Riemann equations. For example, if I have a function w is equal to say z square, then we already have separated its real and imaginary part. It is x square minus y square plus I times 2xy. So what is u there? U is x square minus y square, and what is v? V is 2xy, right? So we want to check whether partial derivative of u with respect to x is equal to the partial derivative of v with respect to y. So let us calculate this derivative first of all. Partial derivative of u with respect to x क्या है यहाँ बताओ? That will be 2x. What is partial derivative of u with respect to y? Will be equals to minus 2y. What is partial derivative of v with respect to x? 2y. And what is partial derivative of v with respect to y? 2x. So now tell me whether partial derivative of u with respect to x is equal to partial derivative of v with respect to y or not? Hmm? Isn't it? So partial derivative of u with respect to x is partial derivative of v with respect to y. That is 2x here. And what about partial derivative of u with respect to y? Is it minus times partial derivative of v with respect to x? Hmm? Minus times partial derivative of v with respect to x, and that is minus 2y. Clear है सबको? How do we check? So here the CR equations are satisfied. तो हम कंक्लूजन ले सकते हैं कि दिस फंक्शन में एनालिटिक, actually this function is analytic, but why may? Because there are some functions which are satisfying CR equations but not analytic. Okay, we are going to discuss those functions also, but here we can strongly say the function may analytic. But now if this Cauchy-Riemann equations not get satisfied, then we say the function is not analytic definitely. Okay, so these are the Cartesian form of Cauchy-Riemann conditions. Now the polar form of Cauchy-Riemann conditions. Second, polar form of CR equations or conditions. Okay, so the polar form of CR equation is, polar form means in terms of r and theta, right? So the polar form is partial derivative of u with respect to r is equal to 1 upon r partial derivative of v with respect to theta, and second form is partial derivative of v with respect to r is minus 1 upon r times partial derivative of u with respect to theta. Is this clear? हेलो, यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबको? तो these are the
Yes, sir.
conditions which are necessary and sufficient. अगर कोई फंक्शन एनालिटिक चेक करना है तो हम इन कंडीशंस को चेक करेंगे. अगर ये कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई हो रही है तो फंक्शन एनालिटिक हो सकता है. अगर ये सेटिस्फाई नहीं हो रही है तो फंक्शन एनालिटिक नहीं है, डेफिनेटली नहीं है. So we extend the notion of this analyticity and the CR equations to the harmonic function. Next terminology, harmonic function. ठीक है, कोई भी एक फंक्शन है मेरे पास विच इज अ फंक्शन ऑफ x, y, z, phi of x, y, z suppose, then this function is said to be harmonic. Phi is harmonic if it satisfies Laplace equation. Now tell me, what is Laplace equation? We have discussed Laplace equation in vector differentiation. किसी को याद है Laplace equation किसको बोलते हैं? हमने एक एग्जांपल भी देखा था उसके ऊपर. Laplace equation is actually del square phi equal to 0. This is called a Laplace equation. So phi is harmonic if it satisfies the Laplace equation, means dabba square phi by dabba x square plus dabba square phi by dabba y square must be equal to 0. Function of x, y only, okay? Not function of z. We are not in 3 dimension. We are in 2 dimension. Okay, so this is the condition of function to check whether it is harmonic or not. Dabba square phi by dabba x square plus dabba square phi by dabba y square equal to 0. If this condition gets satisfied, then we say the function is harmonic. So there is a relation of this harmonic function and the analyticity of the function. So if f is analytic function, अगर कोई फंक्शन एनालिटिक है, then u and v are harmonic functions. What is u and v? u and v क्या है फंक्शन के? फंक्शन के रियल एंड इमेजिनरी पार्ट है ना. लाइक दैट इज, सपोज f ऑफ z कैसे लिखते हैं हम? u of xy plus I times v of xy, right? So this u and v are the harmonic functions. हार्मोनिक मतलब क्या? यस, हार्मोनिक मतलब u is harmonic means it has to satisfy the Laplace equation, that is dabba square u by dabba x square plus dabba square u by dabba y square equal to 0. And v harmonic means dabba square v by dabba x square plus dabba square v by dabba y square equal to 0. ठीक है, तो अगर कोई हार्मोनिक फंक्शन है ना, तो उसके u एंड v ये ऑलवेज हार्मोनिक रहते हैं, ऑलवेज. इसको चेक करें एक बार. Just now we have seen one question that w equal to z square is harmonic, right? So what is u there? U is of the form x square minus y square and v is 2xy. Let us check whether u and v are harmonic or not. So what is u there? u क्या है यहाँ? u is x square minus y square. तो चेक करो इसका पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू x. डाबा u by डाबा x is 2x. डाबा u by डाबा y is minus 2y. अभी फिर से डिफरेंशिएट करो इनको. सो डाबा स्क्वायर u by डाबा x स्क्वायर का ये कितना हो जाएगा 2. एंड डाबा स्क्वायर u by डाबा y स्क्वायर कितना हो जाएगा -2.
2.
Therefore डाबा स्क्वायर u by डाबा x स्क्वायर plus डाबा स्क्वायर u by डाबा y स्क्वायर is equal to 0. 2 minus 2 0. Clear? So u satisfy this condition. U is Laplace. U satisfy the Laplace equation. Therefore u is called harmonic. And in similar manner we can check whether the v is harmonic or not. So v equal to 2xy. Derivative of v with respect to x क्या होगा 2y. Derivative of second order derivative of v with respect to x क्या होगा 2. Similarly derivative of v with respect to y क्या होगा 2x. Derivative of v with respect to second order derivative with respect to y is 2. So कुछ गलत कर रहा हूँ क्या मैं? Is there anything wrong I'm doing? Nothing. तो यहाँ 0 क्यों नहीं आ रहा है? डाइवर्स
सर y के डेरिवेटिव विद रिस्पेक्ट टू x है ना,
y का
तो अभी 0 आना चाहिए वहाँ पे. डेबा स्क्वायर v by डेबा x स्क्वायर लेते हैं.
हाँ सर.
कुछ गलत लिखा क्या मैंने?
सर जब आपने सेकंड टाइम उनको डेरिवेट किया ना,
हाँ
तो इट इज विद रिस्पेक्ट टू एक्स, तो 2 नहीं इधर 0 हो जाना चाहिए, राइट?
just a minute. The partial derivative of v with respect to x is 2y, right? right. The partial, again when we differentiate with respect to x, that will be 0. Sorry,
That will be 0, right?
exactly. And here also that will be 0. So therefore it satisfies the Laplace equation, right? Dabba square v by dabba x square plus dabba square v by dabba y square equal to 0. So always remember, if the function is analytic, its real and imaginary part satisfy the Laplace equation. Clear? And ये जो रियल एंड इमेजिनरी पार्ट है किसी एनालिटिक फंक्शन के, उनको बोलते हैं हार्मोनिक कॉन्जुगेट्स ऑफ ईच अदर. सो u and v are called harmonic conjugates of each other. Harmonic conjugates of each other. ठीक है? So based on this, we have one method to find a harmonic function, that is called the Milne-Thomson method. M-I-L-N-E Thomson method. So what it says, if only the real or imaginary part is given to us, if u or v is given and we ask to find function f of z, we use this method. क्लियर है सबको? तो अगर मुझे एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन कैसे रहेगा इसके ऊपर, u or v will be given to us and the question is find the analytic function f of z. ठीक है? जिसका u is a real part and v is a imaginary part. So to find that analytic function, we have a method that is called the Milne-Thomson method. So what this method says, let me explain the steps to get this function. The first step is, suppose u is given. अगर u दिया है, u is given. So with this u, what can we have? With this u, we can have its partial derivatives, right? So get those partial derivative. Get u suffix x and u suffix y. Yes or no? Actually the question is finding f of z which is analytic. Analytic भी चाहिए वो function which is analytic. तो हमें ऐसा फंक्शन चाहिए जो एनालिटिक है, एनालिटिक. ठीक है, तो हम ऐसा फंक्शन फाइंड आउट कर रहे हैं अभी, अगर u दिया है तो. सो u is given, we find its, can we calculate these partial derivatives? Yes, because we can have u, na, we have given u, so we can have these partial derivatives. And since we are trying to find the analytic function, it must have to satisfy the CR equations, isn't it? CR equations तो satisfy होने चाहिए ना analytic function में. तो अगर कोई फंक्शन CR equation satisfy करता है तो उसको बोलते हैं analytic function. And as we are trying to get the analytic function, that function must have to satisfy the CR equations. What are the CR equations? Since CR equation है क्या? Since ux is equal to vy, that is partial derivative of u with respect to x, is equal to partial derivative with respect to v with respect to y, and partial derivative of u with respect to y is minus times partial derivative of v with respect to x. ये बात क्लियर है सबको? Let me show you the CR equations. Let me show you the CR equations we have seen in Cartesian form, right? ux is equal to vy. ये नहीं, sorry, this is an example. Here ux is equal to vy and vx is equal to minus uy. ठीक है, तो हमें जो फंक्शन फाइंड आउट वो एनालिटिक चाहिए, तो उसने CR इक्वेशन भी सेटिस्फाई करना चाहिए. ठीक है, सो वी ऑलरेडी हैव कैलकुलेटेड ux and uy. With the help of these two only, we are trying to get the analytic function fz which is satisfying CR equation. तो अगर मैं कोई एक कंडीशन इसमें से यूज करता हूं, लेट अस सपोज ux is equal to vy, तो मुझे वहां से vy मिलेगा, राइट? vy हम क्या कर रहे हैं पता है? अगर u दिया है तो वी आर ट्राइंग टू गेट द v सच दैट u प्लस iv इज एनालिटिक. सबको पाथ क्लियर है? फ्रॉम द गिवन u we are trying to get imaginary part first of all, so that the sum in this form will be the analytic function f of z, right? तो हमें v find out करना है पहले, then we substitute into this to get f of z. तो consider vy, and vy मतलब क्या है? vy means partial derivative of v with respect to y, right? Yes or no? तो हमारे पास पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव ऑफ v विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू y है, तो यहां से हम v कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे? वी इंटीग्रेट बोथ साइड्स विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू y. तो अगर मैंने इंटीग्रेट किया बोथ साइड को विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू y से, तो मुझे v इक्वल टू कुछ फंक्शन मिलेगा इनटू सम कांस्टेंट. दैट कांस्टेंट मस्ट बी अ फंक्शन ऑफ x. वो फंक्शन ऑफ x का आएगा कांस्टेंट, क्योंकि हमने इंटीग्रेशन विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू y किया है, राइट? f ऑफ x. तो अभी मुझे v मिल गया, लेकिन उसमें कांस्टेंट भी आ गया, तो ये कांस्टेंट का वैल्यू मुझे पहले फाइंड आउट करना है. सो व्हाट आई विल डू, आई विल डिफरेंशिएट दिस v विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू x. सो vx, एंड vx क्या होता है? vx इज माइनस ui. तो यहां मैं सेकेंड कंडीशन यूज करूंगा, माइनस ऑफ ui. ui मैंने ऑलरेडी कैलकुलेट किया है, तो यहाँ मैं सब्स्टिट्यूट करूंगा एंड बाय कंपेयरिंग बोथ साइड्स आई विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस एफ ऑफ एक्स, ये जो कांस्टेंट है ना इसका वैल्यू मुझे मिल जाएगा. And then I'll substitute that constant into v expression. I'll get the v expression, and when I substitute u and v into f of z, f of z है क्या? F of z is u plus iv. I'll substitute u and v into this. That will be my required f of z. ठीक है? But actually u is given in terms of x y, and we will get v also in terms of x y. But we should have f of z in terms of z only, na? So to get f of z in terms of z, we put x is equal to z and y equal to 0. तो जब आप पुट करोगे तो आपको कंप्लीट फंक्शन ऑफ z ही मिल जाएगा. f of z is function of z only, that is u of z 0 plus I times v of z comma 0, and that is the required analytic function f of z. Is this method clear to everyone? Is this clear? देख लो एक बार. These are the 7 steps, 8 steps actually, to get the analytic function f of z. सबको क्लियर है? कोई डाउट है किसी को? So that we can discuss one example. Everyone drop your reply in chat box. अरे कोई है या नहीं? अजद?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? Any question?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Great. Palak? Hello? Palak? Mustafa, are you there? मुस्तफा, अरे कहाँ भाग गया? साक्षी, साक्षी चामे? Just unmute, Sakshi.
Yes, sir.
Is everything clear?
Yes, sir.
Can I ask few questions then?
Yes, sir.
Tell me what is meant by analytic function. When do we say the function is analytic?
सर जब दो कंडीशन वो मैच हो जाता है.
Sorry?
सर जब दोनों कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई होता है तब.
हाँ, वही दोनों कंडीशन पूछ रहा हूँ मैं. क्या कंडीशन?
F must be exist in Z0 और सेकंड है F must be differential at every point and non-bounded.
Neighborhood of Z0. Exactly. Good. Good. So, is everything clear up to the last topic? Milne-Thomson method.
सर लास्ट पॉइंट एक्सप्लेन करना ना वापस एक वाला.
Sorry, actually your voice is not clearly audible.
एक वाला पॉइंट वापस एक्सप्लेन करना ना.
No, no. Actually, you're not audible. 8th में, last में. Do you any doubt here, Sakshi?
Yes, sir. एक वाला पॉइंट.
8th wala. Okay, okay. See, for example, by the given of u, we will get the value of v, right? U is in terms of xy, we will get v also in terms of xy, right? And when we substitute into fz, fz will be in terms of xy, ना? Suppose आपके पास u आ गया x x square and v आ गया 2xy, तो जब आप u एंड v सब्स्टिट्यूट करोगे तो फंक्शन f ऑफ z कैसे होगा, एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस आई टाइम्स 2xy ना, तो दैट इज इन टर्म्स ऑफ x एंड y ना साक्षी.
Yes, sir.
But what is our variable here in fz? Our main function is w equal to f of z. So this is dependent variable and this is independent variable, right?
Oh,
So we should have the function in terms of z only, na, in terms of independent variable. Am I clear? So
yes,
to
sir.
get the given function or required function in terms of z, what we do, we substitute x is equal to z and y equal to 0. Ultimately, what we are doing, we are walking just simply along real axis x equal to z, right? And y equal to 0 means along real axis. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So we substitute x is equal to z and y equal to 0 into this expression to get the whole f of z in terms of z. That is what the last step is. That will be clear with the help of example. Don't worry. Hmm? We are going to discuss. But I
Yes,
hope
sir.
everything is clear up to this. So the main points here are what is meant by analytic function, when the function is said to be entire function, when do we check the analyticity of function, uh, what are the necessary and sufficient conditions for the function to be analytic, what is meant by the harmonic function, okay? And with the help of that, how to find the required analytic function. ठीक है, तो एक एग्जांपल देखते हैं, देखो उसमें कैसे यूज किया है. एग्जांपल, फर्स्ट एग्जांपल देखो. if u if u equals to 1 upon 2 times log of x square plus y square, then find v such that fz equal to u plus iv is analytic. Define fz in terms of z. This was asked 2 times in the final. ठीक है, तो यहां क्या दिया है हमें, we have given u, right? U is given as a function of x and y. Can you see? Hello? U is given to us, and with the help of that u, we have to find f of z such that fz is equal to u plus iv. सबको क्लियर है क्या करना है, क्या दिया है, कैसे करना है? हेलो हेलो, माइक चेक. किसी को पूछना पड़ेगा मुझे. श्रेया, श्रेया कांगले. श्रेया. ओके, तन्वी, तन्वी सारडा. नो. वेंकटेश, वेंकटेश डोंगरे. गुड. यशिका. योगेश. Anybody interested to reply? Nobody. Great. Om Umre. Are you there? ओम. Krishna. Krishna. हेलो, एम आई ऑडिबल? शायद मेरे एंड से प्रॉब्लम होगा फिर. कोई बता सकता है मेरी आवाज आ रही है सबको? हेलो हेलो.
येतोय सर.
ठीक. हाँ प्रांजल. यस. ओके. गुंजन. गुंजन कांडे. आर यू देयर? गुंजन. Very good. All these peoples will be definitely get absent today.
Yes, sir.
अथर्व गाडगिल. अथर्व.
Sure.
हाँ,
Am I
yes.
audible?
Yes, you are. But I'm asking to these peoples. हाँ, ठीक है. Pranjal, just confirm whether I'm audible clearly. Hmm? She said yes. Okay. Anyway, so here we have asked to find the analytic function f of z with the help of given u. So let us start with the steps. First step says consider the given u. Let u, क्या करते हैं हम? U is equal to half of log of x square plus y square. So what we do with this u? We find its partial derivatives first of all. So derivative of u with respect to x क्या होगा? 1/2 तो है, log का डेरिवेटिव 1/x square plus y square into x square plus y square का डेरिवेटिव with respect to x क्या हो जाएगा? 2x.
2x.
So that will be 2x upon x square plus y square. And uy क्या होगा? Uy is equal to derivative of u with respect to y will be uy, and that is half of 2y upon x square plus y square, that is y upon x square plus y square. So this is ux and uy. So by CR equations, ux क्या होता है? पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव ऑफ v विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू x क्या होता है? पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव ऑफ v विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू y होता है, राइट? ux इज इक्वल टू vy. सो that implies uy vy क्या हो जाएगा? पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव ऑफ v विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू y विल बी x अपॉन x स्क्वायर प्लस y स्क्वायर. ठीक है, तो ये है मेरे पास डेरिवेटिव ऑफ v विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू y, एंड आई वांट v फ्रॉम दिस. So how do I get that? I'll integrate both sides with respect to y. So integrating with respect to y, what we get? V equals to, because integration of derivative with respect to y will get cancelled. V equal to integration of x upon x square plus y square dx or dy, na? Because we are integrating with respect to y. So dy plus constant of integration. So as x is a constant variable, we will denote the constant of integration by fx. यहां तक क्लियर है सबको? चलो, मैं एक्चुअली भूल जाता हूँ आप लोग को पूछना, मुझे पूछना नहीं चाहिए, बट एनीवेज, so integration of x upon x square plus y square with respect to y, x is constant there, and integration of 1 upon x square plus y square is minus 1 upon x square plus y square the whole square. ठीक है, and integration of x square plus y square with respect to y is 2y plus f of x, isn't it? कुछ गलत किया मैंने शायद. ऐसा नहीं कर सकते ना. वो जो मैंने किया दैट इज एक्चुअली डेरिवेटिव के लिए था, not the integration. But we have the standard formula, integration of x square plus a square. What is x here? Y. So integration of y square plus x square क्या हो जाएगा? 1 upon
Tan.
a tan inverse of x upon a, where x is y and a is x. 1 upon a tan inverse x upon a, f of x. So v equals to xx will get cancelled, tan inverse of y by x plus f of x. ठीक है? Now I don't want this f of x. I have to calculate the value of f of x. So for that purpose, I'll use the second CR equation. What the second CR equation is? See, we have used ux is equal to vy. Now we have v in our hand along with f of x. To calculate f of x, we differentiate this v with respect to x. So differentiate v with respect to x. What we get? पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव ऑफ v विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू x क्या होगा बताओ? tan इनवर्स y बाय x का डेरिवेटिव क्या होगा? 1 अपॉन 1 प्लस y बाय x द होल स्क्वायर, राइट, इनटू y बाय x का डेरिवेटिव विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू x क्या हो जाएगा? माइनस y अपॉन x स्क्वायर. एम आई राइट? प्लस fx का डेरिवेटिव विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू x क्या हो जाएगा? f डैश एट x. So that will be equals to minus y upon x square plus y square, because upon x square will get cancelled, plus f dash of x. This is my partial derivative of v with respect to x. यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबको? But I know that partial derivative, since partial derivative of v with respect to x क्या होता है? माइनस पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव ऑफ u with respect to y. So therefore I can write minus of y by x square plus y square plus f dash of x is equal to minus times uy. uy कितना आया था? Let's check above. uy is y upon x square plus y square, ये वाला y upon x square plus y square. तो यहां से क्या हो गया बताओ? दिस विल गेट कैंसिल विद दिस ना, तो मुझे f डैश क्या मिल गया? f डैश ऑफ x इज 0, तो एफ एक्स क्या मिलेगा फिर? एफ एक्स विल बी द इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ एफ डैश, the integration of 0 is 0 only, right? So with this, what is my v then? V equals to, क्या था हमारा फंक्शन? फाइन, जस्ट मिनट. Sorry. ठीक है, so v equals to, when we substitute this f of x into the v is tan inverse of y by x plus f of x. So v क्या मिला मुझे? Tan inverse of y by x. So with this v, my f of x will be, sorry, f of z क्या है हमारा? u plus iv, right? So we substitute u and v there. u मुझे दिया था half of log of x square plus y square, and plus I times v. V is tan inverse of y by x. So can you see this f of z is in terms of x and y? And finally, we have asked to find f of z in terms of z only, right? So how do we define? Put x is equal to z and z equal to 0. Sorry, y equal to 0. So what we get therefore? F of z equal to half of log of z square plus 0 plus I times tan inverse of 0 by z. That will be, नहीं, tan inverse of क्या होगा? हाँ, y is 0 ना, so tan inverse of 0 क्या होगा? 0 ही होगा ना? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
तो यहाँ से using log property, this 2 will get cancelled, and that is log of z, no, sorry, 2 log z na, log z only, because 2 log z, log z square is 2 log z, 2 will get cancelled, plus I times 0. तो क्या था ये फंक्शन? log of z. This is the required function in terms of z. So this question can be asked to 5 to 6 marks. सबको क्लियर है? किसी को डाउट है कोई? एवरीवन, write your reply in chat box. Any doubt, any question? तो आप देख सकते हो यहाँ मैंने कुछ क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किए हैं. देखो, See, these are some identity question which are again very important based on analytic function. If fz is पहले तो इस मेलनी थॉमसन के ऊपर के क्वेश्चंस देखते हैं, फिर बाद में ये देखते हैं आइडेंटिटीज. हाँ, ये क्वेश्चन अभी हमने सॉल्व किया. Now the second question here, the question is find f of z equal to u plus iv. ठीक है, where we have given this relation in between u and v. Instead of giving u and v separately, they have given the relation between u and v. तो इसका यूज करके हमें f of z find out करना है. So what we do, first of all, with the given thing we differentiate that with respect to x and y. So by differentiating with respect to x and y, we will get these two expressions, right? While differentiating with respect to x and y, we have to use the product rule in between these two brackets. तो मैंने with respect to x and y differentiate किया, and using CR equations 2 में मैंने CR equation को यूज किया. CR equations क्या है? ui equal to minus vx, right? तो अगर मैंने ui को माइनस vx यहाँ सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दिया, then I'll get the new equation minus vx minus vy is equal to ux. तो मैंने CR इक्वेशन को इस इक्वेशन में सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दिया, तो मुझे ये मिल गया in terms of ux and vx, but I already have in terms of ux and vx these two. So by comparing these two equations, see here, दोनों को मैंने ऐड कर दिया, तो मुझे क्या मिला? ux will get cancel because ux minus ux minus ux will get 0, and minus vx will be minus 2 times vx. Similar on the same right hand side में मैंने किया, ऐड किया, and I'll get this expression twice vx is equal to this. अभी मैंने जैसे एडिशन किया वैसे सब्ट्रैक्शन भी किया, तो मुझे ux का एक्सप्रेशन मिला. तो यहां से मुझे क्या मिला? ux एंड vx मिला. तो मैंने क्या किया उसको, क्योंकि सी f ऑफ z अगर u प्लस आई वी है, तो f डैश ऑफ z अगर मैं दो विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू x करता हूं, देन ux प्लस आई वी एक्स, राइट? तो मैंने ux एंड vx को सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दिया दोनों को. So I got this f of z, f dash of z in terms of x now. So what I did now, I have substituted x is equal to z and y equal to 0 into f dash of z only, so that I'll get f of f dash of z in terms of z. So its integration gives me the required function in terms of z only. Very simple. क्या किया? With the given things, I have differentiated with respect to x and y using CR equations and by elimination of one, either ux or vx. मुझे किसी एक का वैल्यू मिला, तो उससे दूसरे का वैल्यू मैंने फाइंड आउट किया, and then I have substituted into f dash of z to get the required f of z in terms of z. In similar manner, we have this question. U दिया है hyperbolic cos x cos y. Then find the harmonic conjugate v such that fz equal to u plus iv is analytic. तो वही किया मैंने, u से स्टार्ट किया है ना. सो ux एंड uy निकाला पहले, तो आप देख लो ux मैंने सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दिया, then uy also I have substituted, then I have got but vx, अच्छा just a minute, when I differentiate with respect to x, that will be ux plus ivx, but vx is nothing but minus ui, so I got here minus of I times ui, and then ux and ui को substitute कर दिया by substituting x is equal to z and y equal to 0 into this. मुझे f dash of z in terms of z मिला, तो उसको इंटीग्रेट करते ही मुझे f of z मिला. लेकिन उन्होंने पूछा क्या है? they have not asked about f of z only. They have asked find the harmonic conjugate of u, that is v only. तो अगर मुझे यहाँ से एफ डैश ऑफ एफ जेड मिला, तो फिर मैंने क्या किया कि z इक्वल टू एक्स प्लस आई वाई सब्सिट्यूट करके उसके रियल एंड इमेजिनरी पार्ट को सेपरेट कर दिया. सो v इज द इमेजिनरी पार्ट, दैट इज हाइपरबोलिक साइन एक्स इंटू साइन वाई. Very simple. See, all these notes are uploaded on my blog. This is my blog ID. You can see here, this one. You can get all the notes, even the questions, question banks from this blog. This one is my blog ID. Okay? Is this okay? Handwritten notes of all 6 units are there. You just need to search. जहां जहां मैंने ऐसे ENTC लिखा है वही आपके रिलेटेड है. क्लियर टू एवरीवन? सबको क्लियर
Yes,
है?
sir.
तो ऐसे है फंक्शन ऑन एनालिटिक फंक्शन. यू कैन सी हियर पोलर इक्वेशन का यूज करके हमें करना है. तो v दिया है r एंड थीटा में, एंड द क्वेश्चन इज फाइंड द एनालिटिक फंक्शन f ऑफ z. तो मैंने CR इक्वेशन इन पोलर फॉर्म यूज किया. ur इज इक्वल टू 1/r v थीटा. ur मीन्स व्हाट? डेरिवेटिव ऑफ u विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू r, एंड vr इज इक्वल टू दिस. ठीक है, तो इन दोनों का यूज करके एंड माइलनी थॉमसन का मेथड का यूज करके मुझे, मतलब आई हैव v, तो मैंने डिफरेंशिएट किया विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू r एंड थीटा. बट सी हियर vr है मेरे पास, बट लेकिन ur नहीं है. लेकिन ur का एक्सप्रेशन तो है. ur इज नथिंग बट व्हाट? 1/r v थीटा. तो मैंने यहां यूज किया उसको. ठीक है, 1/r v थीटा, एंड देन आई हैव गॉट f डैश ऑफ z इन टर्म्स ऑफ r एंड थीटा. तो इसमें क्या करना है मुझे? y इक्वल टू, तो y तो है ही नहीं एक्चुअली. हमारे कंडीशंस क्या है? x इज इक्वल टू z एंड y इक्वल टू 0, राइट? तो व्हेन y इक्वल टू 0, y इज r साइन थीटा. तो यहां से क्या मिलेगा मुझे? यहाँ देखो मैंने किया है नीचे. For r is equal to x square plus y square, when I substitute x is equal to 0, z and y equal to 0 there, I'll get r is equal to z. Right? And when I substitute into theta, I'll get theta is equal to 0. So we have to substitute, in case of polar, we have to substitute r is equal to z and theta is equal to 0. To get fz in terms of z. So here I'm getting f dash of z in terms of z. And when I integrate with respect to z, I'll get the fz in terms of z. It's very easy, very simple. Okay, this is how we can get this. So let us have one question on this identity. See here, this one. So here fz is analytic function, then show that this expression dabba square by dabba x square plus dabba square by dabba y square on mod of fz raised to n is equal to this right hand side. So let us start with the identity that, as we all know, that अगर कोई z complex number है of the form x plus iy, तो z bar क्या होता है? उसका conjugate. उसको ऐसे लिखते हैं हम, x minus iy. And when I take a product of z and z bar, क्या होता है वो, that will be, you just product multiply these two. This is of the form x plus iy into x minus iy, so that will be of the form a plus b a minus b. तो क्या होता है a plus b into a minus b का a square
X square
minus b
minus
square,
Y
right, where b is iy the whole square. So that is x square, and I ka square will be minus 1, minus
minus
y square. And this is nothing but what, mod of z का square, isn't it? क्योंकि mod z क्या होता है, mod z is square root of x square plus y square ना, मॉड्यूलस. तो यहां से मुझे आइडेंटिटी मिलता है कि z बार इज mod of z का स्क्वायर. एक्चुअली mod of z का स्क्वायर इज सेम एज z का स्क्वायर, क्योंकि स्क्वायर गिव्स नेगेटिव टू पॉजिटिव, पॉजिटिव टू पॉजिटिव. सो दैट इज व्हाई इट इज सेम एज z square, or let's write mod z square. तो with the help of this property I can write for f of z. f of z को भी मैं ऐसे ही लिख सकता हूँ. अगर मेरा f of w इक्वल टू f of z है तो इसको कैसे लिखूंगा, w इंटू डब्ल्यू बार इज इक्वल टू मॉड ऑफ w स्क्वायर, राइट. तो वही लिखा है मैंने, w इंटू डब्ल्यू बार इज इक्वल टू मॉड ऑफ w स्क्वायर. yes or no?
Yes,
So
sir.
that is now what we do, we raise the both side power by 1 by n. दोनों साइड का मैं पावर लेता हूँ, नॉट 1 by n, n पावर लेता हूँ मैं दोनों साइड का. इस इक्वेशन में दोनों साइड को मैंने n पावर से रेज कर दिया. So by raising the powers on both sides to n, what I'll get, mod of fz raised to n. कुछ गलत तो नहीं किया मैंने? हाँ, यहाँ देखो पहले, mod of fz raised to n is mod of fz square raised to n by 2, so that this 2 will get cancelled ना, and I'll get n only. सही है ना? This is just an adjustment. तो वही एडजस्टमेंट यहाँ किया. When I raise both the powers by n, mod of fz raised to n को मैं कैसे लिख सकता हूँ? See, mod of fz raised to n can be written as mod of fz square raised to n by 2, है ना. बट mod of fz स्क्वायर क्या है, ये वाला एक्सप्रेशन, तो ये यहां सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दिया. ठीक है, तो अभी देखते हैं लेफ्ट हैंड साइड क्या है इसका. लेफ्ट हैंड साइड है दिस वन. तो दैट इज व्हाट वी हैव स्टार्टेड विथ. ठीक है, तो this is nothing but this, and actually इसकी एक स्टैंडर्ड आइडेंटिटी है कि डाबा स्क्वायर बाय डाबा एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस डाबा स्क्वायर बाय डाबा वाई स्क्वायर इज सेम एज 4 इंटू डाबा स्क्वायर बाय डाबा जेड बार. दिस इज द स्टैंडर्ड आइडेंटिटी, उसको यूज किया है यहाँ. एंड देन इस पावर को स्प्लिट कर दिया fz के ऊपर एंड fz बार के ऊपर. तो fz रेस टू n by 2 एंड fz बार रेस टू n by 2. अभी यहां देख सकते हो आप, एक डेरिवेटिव विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू z है, एक डेरिवेटिव विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू z बार है. तो z की टर्म z को दिया और z बार की टर्म z बार को दिया. तो हियर आई एम गेटिंग डेरिवेटिव with respect to z of fz raised to n by 2 and derivative with respect to z bar of fz bar raised to n by 2. तो दोनों को डिफरेंशिएट किया विद रिस्पेक्ट टू z एंड z बार नाउ. तो इसका डेरिवेटिव विद रिस्पेक्ट टू z क्या होगा, n by 2 fz raised to n by 2 minus 1 into fz का डेरिवेटिव विद रिस्पेक्ट टू z is f dash of z, राइट. सिमिलरली इसको भी वैसे ही किया, n by 2 into fz bar raised to n by 2 minus 1 into f बार z का डेरिवेटिव दैट इज f डैश ऑफ z बार. तो यहां से ये 2 इंटू 2 4 जो है इसको कैंसिल हो गया. दिस n इंटू दिस n इज n स्क्वायर एंड द रिमेनिंग इज f डैश ऑफ z इंटू f डैश ऑफ z बार को मैंने ऐसे लिखा, इसको एक ब्रैकेट में, इन दोनों को एक ब्रैकेट में. तो यहां से मुझे वही आइडेंटिटी का यूज करता हूं मैं कि z इंटू z बार क्या होता है, mod of z स्क्वायर, राइट। तो यहाँ इंस्टेड ऑफ z मैं लिखता हूँ f डैश ऑफ z इंटू f डैश ऑफ z का बार विल बी व्हाट मॉड ऑफ f डैश ऑफ z का स्क्वायर, वही लिखा मैंने। एंड द सेम थिंग हियर आई एम डूइंग, राइट। So when we simplify that expression, that is nothing but the right hand side given. I have started with the left hand side and I got the right hand side, required right hand side. ठीक है, तो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस डेफिनेटली आ सकते हैं फॉर 4 to 5 मार्क्स। ठीक है, तो आप ये देख लो एक बार। I request everyone to go through the examples on analytic function, the first topic we have discussed here. तो यहाँ basically let me brief this. In the whole unit we are going to discuss about the complex differentiation, that is analytic function. The topic related to complex differentiation is analytic function. The next is complex integration, which is again very, very important. This is not just important for this theory exam or the semester exam. This is equally important for the competitive exam also. In GATE, there will be definitely question on complex integration, questions on analytic function, and the question on the third topic, that is bilinear transform. These three topics we are going to discuss from the unit number 6. So out of these three, we have discussed this complex differentiation and analytic function in detail. The important points we have discussed: the definition of derivative, then the definition of analytic function, then necessary and sufficient conditions for the analytic function, then moving ahead with the harmonic functions, and then we have discussed in last the Milne-Thomson method to get the required harmonic function if one of the real or imaginary part given. So सबको क्लियर है? Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
हाँ, so this is what all about the first part of the complex unit. So in tomorrow's lecture, we are going to discuss everything or in detail about the complex integration, and I'm going to discuss, or I'm going to conclude that complex integration in the tomorrow's lecture. Remember, now the question will be of bilinear transform. If we get time tomorrow, then we will discuss, or else we will discuss in the next week. But most probably I have to complete the syllabus in this week only, so I'll try to finish. Okay, so I'm going to stop now, and even I'm ready, actually, if we are ready to proceed further with the complex integration, we can discuss it now also. Will it be okay if we discuss now the complex integration? Yes, hello, can you bear for 30 minutes, next 30 minutes, so that we can conclude the complex, half of complex integration at least in this next 30 minutes? Everyone just do reply in chat box. Sakshi Salunke,
Yes, sir.
what do you say?
Okay, sir. चलेगा.
Are you sure?
सर कल करते ना कंटिन्यू।
ज्यादा हो जाएगा सर,
ज़्यादा हो जाएगा? Okay,
प्लीज।
no problem. All right, we will continue tomorrow. No problem, no issues. Let's take an attendance also. चलो रोल नंबर 1,
Present, sir.
रोल नंबर 2,
Present, sir.
3, 4,
Present, sir.
5, 6,
Present, sir.
7,
Present,
7,
sir.
Sakshi. Okay. Number 8,
Present, sir.
9,
Present, sir.
10, 11, 12, 13,
Present, sir.
12 ना श्वेता,
Yes, sir.
13 Venkatesh, 14, 15,
Present, sir.
15 ना रोहित,
Yes, sir.
16, 17, 18, 19,
Present, sir.
20, 20 सौरभ, 21
Chat box में डालें.
बॉक्स किसने डाला है चैट बॉक्स में?
Sir, present, sir.
14, 20, 23. Twenty-one, Abhimanyu. 22, 23,
Present, sir.
24,
Present, sir.
25,
Present, sir.
26, 26, 7,
Present, sir. 27.
28,
Sir, 27 present.
28, Chat,
Present, sir. Present, sir.
9, 30,
Present, sir.
31, 2,
32 present, sir.
33, 34,
Present, sir.
5,
Sir, 33 present, sir.
33 present, 35 present. Okay. Mandar, 31. No. Okay. 36.
Present, sir.
Meenakshi. 37. 38.
Chat box.
Chat box. 37. 38. Hardik Pandya. Hardik Saklikar. Sorry. 39.
Present, sir.
40.
Present.
41.
Present, sir.
42. 43. 44.
Present, sir.
45. 45 Nandini. 6. 47.
Present, sir.
48.
48 present, sir.
9.
Present, sir.
50. 'कृष्णा कहाँ गायब हो गए? 51.
Present, sir.
52.
Present, sir.
काउंट कुठं बसलाय? हा इको आला मला. 54.
54 present, sir.
53.
Present, sir.
55.
Present, sir.
56. 57.
Present, sir.
58.
Present, sir.
Let me stop the recording actually. सब पूरा रिकॉर्ड हो जाता है।